Welcome back, Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today we're going to be talking about Clover Health once more. I'm going to try to give you any updates that I have about this one, as well as looking into what's happening in the next 2 weeks, as well as what's happening now, also through technical analysis. So let's jump right into this one. I covered this one previously. The last video is in the description below, but if we were to look into some of the latest news still goes back towards the former director of the Center for Medicare and Principal Deputy Administrative of CMS joins the board of Clover Health. However, there is some more interesting news regarding the first quarter 2021 financial results that will be out on May 17, 2021. Now, there's a lot of anticipation for this one because this year we'll be able to see, at least on 2021, how are they going to move forward with a bit of the lift-offs of some of the pandemic restrictions already in the States, and that the COVID response for quarter one has been somewhat acceptable and COVID numbers are going lower. Previously, they gave in a bit more of an excuse about COVID numbers being high and not being able to do fully their job in 2020. So quarter one 2021 would really give you a bit more of an idea on their operations and whether the anticipations and the forecasts that they have outlined for 2021 would actually be sufficient. Now, a quick thing here. You're gonna be able to find as well the conference itself and the webcast available after there. It will happen on May 17th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, some of the things that we're looking at as well is the institutional interests. It doesn't seem to be significant anything new for this week or currently. I mean, there's around 535 shares, 50 shares here and 5 shares there. Nothing really significant to write home about. Now, the current short interest, and I did refer to in my last video about some of the claims about massive short interest, it's still around 36%. And don't get me wrong, that is still considerably high short interest, but not in a sense of a massive short squeeze as GME, and this one is a little bit trailing. So for all you know, that this short interest has already, a lot of it has liquidated in that sense. Now we can go back and try to find, for instance, the short interest per day and try to perhaps anticipate whether, well, yes, have we seen recovering or not, but coming in towards the realm of the matter, short interest itself has been somewhat decreasing ever since around the 20th of April. Going on, for instance, to the 30th of April, you're looking into a short volume ratio of around 22%, up from around 35 to 34% back early on in April or mid-April. And so we can move on now towards technical analysis. This is a quick update. If you would like to see more contents like this and learn a bit more about Clover Health, scroll down below, click that like button, click that subscribe button if you'd like to join our Discord. The Discord link is in the description below, totally free. And we made a lot of videos about Clover Health. The last video is in the description as well below. Let's move on now towards a bit more of technical analysis. Now, on the technical analysis point of view, you get to see on a one-day perspective, we're seeing that 30 MA is above 10 SMA, that red line. That's not a good look for it, but the price point is currently above the 50 SMA, which indicates it's bullish on that account. Now, when we're looking into an 80X, sitting at 2668, it showcases that there might be actually a trend here. Current momentum is retracting a little, and so is MACD. This indicates that perhaps we're almost into an accumulation slash reversal or negative reversal of that sense. William percent R is sitting closer towards an oversold section, which is not a good thing for it. Now, if we were to look into the moving averages itself, you're seeing that this one is expected to trade 958 on the top, 871 in the middle, and 784 in the bottom. Now, the Bollinger Bands, which usually indicate where the massive kind of intervals between where this one can trade or usually trades, is between 1055 at the top and 686 at the bottom. Volumes have been really drying up, which signals that perhaps people are actually selling rather than buying, because it's not always about short sellers. If volume is drying up and you're looking into short interest not being 100%, for instance, etc., you're not really seeing all this action being from short sellers. It's also, some of it are from long investors or traders that are selling because it's not moving up to 200%. So some kind of expectations there don't usually align with what the general market behaves as. Now, in terms of stochastic fast and stochastic slow, both are dipping downwards, indicating that be careful. We really might see the next support being hit sometime soon. Now, if we were to go ahead with the first off, the Fibonacci retracements, sitting at around 1724 at the top and going all the way down to around 631. What we get to see here is that there's significant support levels sitting at 889. Below there, 631. Now, on the resistance point of view, what we get to see here is that 1049 is the current next resistance on this Fibonacci retracements, 1177, 1306, 1490, and 1724. Now, on just a normal price line action, we see a very strong support actually currently sitting at the 901. Below there, you're looking at 849 and then 825. Below there, you're looking at 767 and then down towards 719. Significant resistance levels. You're sitting at exactly $10 as the next strongest resistance. Following that, 1055 for some reason that appears to be a strong resistance as well. And then from there on, you're looking at almost around 1233 and then 1307. From there on, 1346 and up to 1394. Following that, 1437 and 1485. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think is going to happen here? Now, there's a lot of speculation a little bit about these earnings, but honestly, I don't really like speculations in general. Now, this one here, price over book, for instance, and price over sales, especially the price over sales, is on par from what you're seeing with just the general market. SPACs have been taking a hit after this bubble of the SPAC might have been burst already, but in the sense of Clover Health, I kind of respect what they're trying to go for, and I understand it. They're trying to really improve healthcare in that sense in a public company format, which usually triggers that competition and really trying to get a better edge. Now, the quick question comes in is whether this one, quarter one, will shine a little bit into what 2021 would look like, and whether their forecasts and their anticipated earnings will actually match what they're saying. That's a key point because it really does pave the way into understanding whether the management is giving a realistic scope and a realistic vision for the years to come, or just trying to be a bit more optimistic than realists. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you made it this far into the video, I do recommend that you go ahead and join our Discord server. There's a lot of amazing folks in here. We do a lot of discussions here into the trading floor throughout the day. A lot of people are in there, and we do ask questions. You can ask me any question you would like on there. We do post research and DDs, and we hold weekly chat sessions. And we also do have a lounge in there. So make sure to actually join that and join the fun there. Have a wonderful day and a good one.